Podemos dizer que pegamos o espírito do bambu. O bambu pode dobrar, mas nunca quebrar. Sou Yves Crouzet, sou francês, mas agora me sinto mais português porque há muitos anos que estou a viver aqui. Bem-vindo em Bambuparque. This one is near the Casa Serena. It's still existing, this. Yes, it's one of the first bamboo coming from France. I came in Portugal because I started bamboo nearly 50 years ago. It's a long story, but it's a love story. I got married with a French girl, and my mother-in-law had the oldest bamboo collection in Europe, and then asked us if we want to manage the farm, and I start to increase the collection, traveling in China, in Japan, mostly in Asia. And some bamboo were not agreeing with the cold in winter. So I decided to find a place where the winter is not so cold and when they can grow outside. And I find my dream in Portugal. Desculpe, não falo bem português, mas para mim é um país do coração. Adoro este país, adoro as pessoas, adoro as paisagens, adoro o clima. Realmente é um país fantástico e estou feliz de ver que o bambu gosta tanto em Portugal.
Hello, my name is Akash Thapalia and I'm the managing director of the company Bambuparque. I took over the management in 2022. Since then I'm responsible for the production and overall development of the company. Now I'm going to give you a small tour of the company. Welcome to Bambuparque. I was born in the bamboo country in Nepal, but I must tell you, I was knowing nothing about bamboo when I was in Nepal. So in 2020, I arrived here in Bambuparque, and since then, I start to fall in love with this plant. And this guy here, he have taught me most of the thing about bamboo, which I know today.
It's good, eh? Está cheio de energia.
We produce bamboo in different sizes. We have the bamboos in 3-liter pot, which have a height of around 40 to 60 centimeters. And then we have the bamboos in bigger pot. This one is 50-liter pot, and it can go up to 210, 220-liter pots. We have them in around 10, 12 meter height. And those are for the landscaping architect.
Existe sobre a Terra mais de 1.500 diferentes espécies de bambu. Alguns precisam mais água que os outros, a resistência do frio é um pouco diferente. É bom, eu não vou dizer que eu conheço todas as variedades que existem, mas mais de 20 ou 30% agora.
So here we are in the sector where we are growing black bamboo, and the Latin name of this bamboo is Philostachys nigra. And if you can see here, it has a totally black cane. And this is a medium-sized bamboo. It can grow up to 6 to 8 meters in height and 30-40 centimeter in diameter. And this bamboo is mostly used for decoration, and it's good to mix this species with the other ones next to the green one and yellow ones. The name of this bamboo is Philostachys edulis. This is one of the most famous bamboo in China. In the open field, this bamboo can grow up to 28 meter in height and 15-16 centimeter in diameter. Bamboo is one of the fastest growing plant in the world. Every year in a growing season, bamboo can grow up to more than 1 meter in 24 hours. Bamboo is a plant that creates 35% more oxygen than other plants and absorbs 35% more carbon dioxide. So bamboo is one of the best plant to fight against the climate change and also restore the degraded soil. After planting the bamboo will be very fertile. And what happens after planting eucalyptus is they damage the soil by creating the chemical called phenol and activating the aluminium of the soil. And after planting eucalyptus, very few plants can grow. Bamboo is one of them. We can plant bamboo in those fields to regenerate the soil. Most of the people think that the bamboo needs a lot of water. I agree, but I don't agree also with that. When you plant the bamboo for the first time, you have to water them. You have to water them really well for the first 2 years so that the roots and the rhizome can develop well in the ground. When the roots and rhizome are well developed in the ground, they don't need a lot of water as people said. This water comes from the Santa Clara Dam, the big dam we have here. We receive the water from Santa Clara Dam, we store here, we filter and distribute it to the rest of the nursery.
It's God who created the world, the water, then the soil and the plant and the animals, and then the human. God was looking at the human and he said, oh my dear, they are not so clever. And he said, I must make something to help the human. And he had the idea to send the bamboo, who is so useful. And that is the legend, the remorse of God. But no, I think that bamboo will save the world if we use it properly. And I am serious. You know, now they are going to make a substitute of all the plastic. They are making a substitute of glass for the windows, cloth, of course, you know. And so many things now are made with bamboo. And it's a totally ecological plant. It doesn't need chemical, poison. On the contrary, it improves the soil, it cleans the water. It's a lot of possibility of capacity that we need to use.
Meu nome é Rafael Castro, eu faço parte da equipe da Bambuparque e para além da produção de plantas de bambu, que é a nossa especialidade, começamos com uma série de eventos e workshops para trazer toda a potencialidade e toda a versatilidade que essa planta pode nos proporcionar. 100% do material ele é aproveitável.
So the good canes which can be used for the construction, we make a structure like this to make a building. And the canes that is left over, which we cannot use for the construction, can be transformed into the product like bamboo vinegar, bamboo charcoal and bamboo hydrolat. And this vinegar can be used in agricultural purpose, can be used as a medicine, you can also eat it. And the charcoal can be used as a water filter. It's one of the best water filter and it can be used to remove the bad odor from the fridge. You know, it absorbs the bad odors. And this is hydrolat, which is very good for skin.
É possível também consumir o chá das folhas de bambu, ótimo para articulações, para sistema ósseo. Então é uma planta que ela é 100% aproveitável, ela não tem absolutamente nenhum desperdício. Também existem alguns processamentos que nós podemos fazer, que é transformar a cana em várias ripas. Podemos utilizar, por exemplo, essas mesmas ripas para estar produzindo o que é comumente conhecido como plywood. Só que no caso de madeira, nós utilizamos o bambu, um material muito mais ecoeficiente, com toda essa eficiência mecânica e estrutural e de durabilidade.
To have more information about that, you can subscribe to our workshop where we will teach you how to manage the plantation, how to grow bamboo in a good condition, how to harvest them, how to treat them and how to utilize those raw material and how to make the income 20,000 up to 100,000 per hectare per year. Every panda, they need around 20 kilo of leaves per day. So out of many uses, one of the uses for the bamboo that we are producing here is we are feeding the pandas. We are feeding the pandas of Madrid, we are feeding the pandas of Malaga, and we are feeding the pandas of Qatar in the Middle East.
Meu nome é Narciso Henrique, trabalho aqui há 3 anos na Bambuparque como assistente administrativa. Eu adoro trabalhar na Bambuparque porque o bambu transmite-me calma, tranquilidade e é super interessante como planta.
About the future of Bambuparque, I have a quite a clear vision to develop the farming with bamboo, but also to involve the farmers with the part belonging to the industry.
We are working on a project to make a 500 hectares of bamboo plantation here in Portugal, generate enough raw material to have a factory running all the year long. Factory will be to transform this raw material to make the plywood, to make the furniture. So for the moment, there is no factory in Europe to make the plywood and the furniture with the bamboo. So from 1 hectare, we can harvest 1500 canes like this every year. You can sell it for 5, 6, 7 euro. But if we have the factory, we can multiply the income by 10 times because the final product will not be the raw material. The final product will be the plywood and the furniture.
Há muitos anos ele já vem sendo trabalhado e estudado dentro de um aspecto acadêmico para legalização de construções de grandes estruturas com bambu, na parte da arquitetura, plano estrutural e também de movelarias e artesanatos e design de interior e etc., tudo que essa planta pode nos proporcionar como material.
We are totally able to produce at a very good price and will be very competitive. I do believe, and Akash also, and we are working for that, to convince the farmer, even the investors, the people who want to bring some money and have their money back with a big benefit, with bamboo, I do believe. I am not a businessman, I am a farmer, I am someone from the ground, but I have the vision of the future, and that is important. You earn money with your work, but also with the ideas, and you must be the right point.